Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and today I'm joined by LCS lock-in champion top laner Alphari for Team Liquid. How are you doing, man? Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking.
Of course. So, just to get a little more specific into it, first question, how does it feel to be the inaugural lock-in champion?
I mean, right now it feels pretty good. Um, it doesn't feel like too different from winning like any normal game. I just enjoy winning in general, so it's not like a huge deal in my opinion. Um, it's like the inaugural. It's like a pre-season kind of tournament, right? So obviously we tried pretty hard, and I tried really hard, and the whole team tried hard. I'm sure the other teams tried hard, but it's not exactly like winning a split for me. I imagine, right? Um, so yeah, I think I mean it feels good for sure, but there's still like tons more work to do, and yeah, a lot more left to achieve for sure.
Of course. So, walk me through that nail biter of a set until you guys cracked it open the fifth game. So, walk me through it. Games 1 and 2, pretty clean. Cloud9 starts to come back, and then Game 5 is Game 5, and we're going to talk about that later. But just walk me through it with the team, what you guys were thinking.
Right. So I mean, game one, we were unsure if they were going to leave Camille open or if they were going to try to, like do like the skill matchup with Camille Jax and play that way, like they did for Son of Thieves. Um, but we were feeling like really confident doing that kind of style, so we just went for that, and they got, it was easy. Game two, what happened? Game two, I was playing now, right? Oh yeah, okay. So then they tried to play Enchantress top, and it looked like a little bit spicy. It looked like a little bit hard actually. Um, but I think they just got like, I think they got 2v2 killed bot lane, and they got solo killed top lane, and then they just lost. Like at some point, they just got outscaled. Like when we like stopped inting to Olaf for free, then they just lost because we had better champs and we were winning lanes. Game three, this is when I think they started to like have like a little bit better drafts. I think game one and two we had pretty good drafts first time, and then game three, I don't think we should have probably changed last pick versus the Malphite to something. Um, although I think it became like pretty obvious throughout the series that like the strongest early game jungle was, pretty crucial. So in that game, I think they had like Olaf, and we had like a really weak early game otherwise.
Yeah, I think you guys had
Uh,
Talia, maybe?
oh yeah, shit, and they had Senna as well, right? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
and
They
actually
did
that,
fasting Senna
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah, and they are like really good Senna. Like they're the only team so far in NA, I assume, that played Senna. So I think Sven and Vulcan are really good on Senna. So that was also a thing in that game. And then game four, uh, I didn't really think he like they would be able to like play through top and snowball. Um, so I kind of just blinded Gnar without any bans and versus TF, and then they played Aurelia, and he played pretty decently. And I didn't think I would get Dove under the zero versus zero stacks Aurelia
it.
when I was on the tower the first time. But Udi, I guess, like I don't know, like he had zero stacks on his passive, and I got one shot. So yeah, apparently Udi was like the most broken champ in the game because no other jungle could do that. Um, and then the game was still winnable. Like we made a bit of a comeback. We fucked up lane swaps a little bit. We could have played a few fights better, and then I got caught at the end. Like I didn't think Push was gonna fucking flash gold card me, so that was so annoying because I had stopwatch. And if I would just insta react, they would just lose the game like on the spot. But I stopwatched late. I stopwatched like Aurelia E instead because I had no idea TF was there. Like flashed gold carded me from Fog, and I was just like mind blown. So yeah, then we lost that game, and then we were like for game five, we were like okay, VSOP. Talia without, strong AD champions, maybe it's not a thing. So we like changed our priority a little bit. I think we identified the issues in draft really well towards the end, and yeah, I obviously didn't blind now again versus TF and counter pick. So went for the GP and he tried to play Aurelia again versus GP, which is like a much harder matchup for him than versus Na.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I respect the confidence, but when I saw it, I was like really happy. Like my team was like unsure. Like they were like saying like Barney, you have like one band instead of top blind. And I was like, I don't know. And they were like suggesting Aurelia, and I was like, no. If you're blind in GP, it's like so like it doesn't make any sense. And yeah, we played really good, me and Lucas, to destroy this guy, and we could have played a bit better, for sure in the last game too. But I think we identified the problems really well
Mm-hmm.
in like draft, and me and Lucas were really on point with our communication and countering their play stop because they had to snowball with Aurelia. And yeah, that's basically how I would summarize the series without having watched the games. It was really wild. Like I thought it was going to be like a fast 3-0, honestly, after the first two games. And then I got kind of thrown off by the Malphite blind, and suddenly it's a fucking banger series. So here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jack tweeted after Game 5 was over. He's like, I can't believe it took me 5 games to realize it was Udyr DFGGs. And when you were talking about Game 4, it's really interesting to me because you said like you didn't think they could play through top and snowball. What made you think that?
I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, them perma-banning Renekton and Camille is, a pretty big takeaway. Scrimming against them is a pretty big takeaway. Playing against him the previous 3 games was a pretty big takeaway. This guy's comfort is like, or at least it seemed to be, just like AFK on a tank and or like a supportive top laner, right? That not really play to win lane. When they tried to play carries a little bit, like when they tried the Camille matchups, but then that didn't work, and you would assume that it would stop. And typically, a player that blind picks Malphite after going 0-2, playing like more skill matchups, and then wins with the Malphite. Like, if I were them, I would have just been like, well, shit, Malphite's OP, let's keep picking tanks and playing for bot, So, yeah, a lot of factors made me think that they would not be willing or able to make plays top. So, yeah, then Game 4 they proved that they could actually, make plays and play counter picks. So, well done. And then we just changed draft a little bit. We picked stronger early game in 5th game. As a result, top side, and it was pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about your synergy with Santorin as well. How have you guys meshed since you've both gotten to NA within like days of each other, and then playing through walk-in together?
I think we're meshing pretty well right now. We are both very open with each other, and like I would say, like we are both like quite selfless. Like we are willing to give up for each other, like in terms of champions or moving for a crowd or listening to each other's calls. So it's gone pretty well. The first week there were like a little bit of issues because I'm very vocal early game, especially in like regards to what options there are in terms of top lane, like whether it's as simple as like I'm stacking a wave, we can do XYZ and so on. And I don't think this was something he was used to. So, and he was also jet lagged. So like first week was a little bit more rough because he was getting used to my communication style. Yeah, my communication and my play style being like very aggressive. Having like a lot of options available early game, and after that, like we just like kept playing together. It's been like 2-3 weeks now, I think. I don't know exactly how long. The days have been kind of blending into each other, just waking up, playing League, going to the office. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Playing with Lucas, I think he's really easy to work with. He's not like afraid to voice his opinions on champions, or he's not afraid to call off plays that I make or anyone else makes, which I think is really really crucial from a jungle. And yeah, I'm just pretty happy with it so far.
Talk to me like this game, besides being about early game junglers, in this set, excuse me, was also about like top lane. Whoever had the more impactful top lane through like the early to mid game going into late seemed to have the upper hand going through the series. How does it feel for you when, as a top laner, your team's successes and failures are channeled through you and your performance? Like, do you enjoy that kind of like almost hard carry role? Do you enjoy being that like focal point? Or is it, like you said, as a selfless player, is there another role you'd prefer to play in that sense?
No, definitely. I really enjoy, uh, you know, being like required to be good to win. And being like the carry. Um, like there are a lot of top laners who like play dog champs or like complain about being like a dog player, etc. And have like limited champion pools. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, it just makes you a bad player, right? You have to be willing to have confidence, to like play what's best and to, abuse your enemies. If you don't have the confidence to just like pick the best pick or to play the correct style with aggression very usually being the right style. Obviously, there's a fine line between being aggressive and inting, which sometimes I misstep, but no, for sure. Like I would much rather be like a carry player, and then if we lose, and we lose because I fucked up, I would rather have that feeling than lose and be like, like shit. I don't know, like what should I have done?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's yeah. I would rather lose and then be like, damn, I'm not good enough. I need to buckle down. I need to fucking fix this and find out why I'm not good enough, why I lost, why I messed up, and fix that rather than lose and then not know why.
Mm-hmm. Just a couple more questions. I think I probably know the answer to this, but I just want to hear you say it. Were you at any point ever nervous about losing the set?
Uh, uh, not like no, not really. I mean, after the fourth game, I think like the team like we got like a little bit emotional. Some of us, so there were like some emotions, but then we just like reset quickly in between the games. Go to the toilet break. Um, in my head, it was like very clear what the issues were. Even in game, after the game, I realized why we lost, and I had like very clear ideas of what we needed to change to for like the draft for the next game. So I wasn't nervous at all, really, no. But it can always go either way, right? This is like something I've learned from my 4 or 5 years playing. You just have to just be confident and just enjoy playing because winning or losing is like there's never a guarantee. Um, so you just have to be focused and just try your best, and whatever happens, happens, right?
Mm-hmm. And one last thing. I've talked to pretty much everyone on your team, except for Santorin, but I imagine I'm going to get to him as the season goes on. And I've asked a lot of people like what they can expect from Team Liquid in the future, what can fans expect from Team Liquid in the future. But I've also asked them this question, which is what can Team Liquid fans expect from you in the future as both a player, a vocal communicator on this team, and as their top laner.
What can Team Liquid fans expect from me?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, you can expect a pretty flexible top laner. I would say probably like a very good champion pool who's open-minded, usually. And tries not to tilt and is like pretty self-aware, I would say. That tries hard and isn't afraid to play aggressive, and yeah, just wants to win. That's pretty much it.
Absolutely. Alphari, thanks for taking the time to talk to me today. Congratulations on your tournament win. Once again, this is Matt Tebow from Stacked. You can find us on YouTube and Twitter at StackedLOL and find us on our website at stacked.gg. Thanks for your time, Alphari, and good luck in the LCS.
Thank you.